And we're back into it. Oh, look at this. This is one thing you're gonna see me sticking with a lot.
Take a look at this.
I gotta turn my auto down. That win-lose thing is completely random.
This recipe looks real tasty.
Excuse me, I was talking. That win-lose thing is completely random. I have no control over it. You'll see me constantly going to the same one until you see all the materials down here. All this. Until all of that is unlocked.
Scout ship setting sail.
I will not go to the next one until one of them is unlocked. I've got any new ones? Nope. Alright, and before, I gotta go back here and do this one. This dude down here. Hang on. Nope. Okay. I remember we have to do this dude down here. Or chick.
Right now, Prince Percival is the one ruling Midgand. He's the crown prince.
The crown prince? What happened to the king?
The king is in good health, but he's decided to withdraw from public life and leave the kingdom to Prince Percival. He declared that a new way of thinking was needed to save the world from this crisis.
This king sounds like quite the guy.
Prince Percival is incredible too. He's following in the footsteps of the king by working hand in hand with Lord Artorias and the Abbey.
Whoopsie.
As long as we have Lord Artorias and Prince Percival, the future of Midgand is bright. Ask anyone.
Got it. So all of Midgand is on Artorias' side.
Yes, Velvet, everybody's on his side right now. Sorry, I actually talked through that. I'm an asshole. Alright. Time for some main story shit down here. Oh, well, there's still this thing down here. Ba-ding!
Mommy, when's the prince gonna talk? The exorcists are coming too, right?
I'm sure they will, dear. People are saying it's going to be a very important announcement about the Abbey.
I want to see the exorcists! We need to thank them for saving us from the demons!
You're right. We all have to show them our gratitude and help them however we can.
Yeah, I'll follow the rules too. I won't be selfish.
They sure are popular.
Because these people don't know the truth.
You think that's so? That the exorcists are fighting the demons they themselves cannot. That's why the people support the exorcists. Listen to those cheers. The royals sure have these folks in line.
Subjects, may I have your attention? It is I, Percival Asgard, Crown Prince of the Midgand Empire. His Majesty, my father, and I are pleased to celebrate with you on this auspicious day.
The ceremony started. It'll be impossible to slip in now.
After the opening, 10 years ago, our kingdom faced an existential threat, both from demons and the terrible spread of demon blight. However, one man raised a miraculous sword and stood so that the body and soul of the land
Over there.
would not be
You can
lost.
climb up if you want, but attacking now would
And
be
the
suicide.
name of that man was Artorias Colbrand! None here, I trust, are unfamiliar with Artorias' noble act. To bring us salvation from demons, he sacrificed everything.
But he's a murderer.
He called Lord Innominat one of the 5 Empyreans and blessed us with the strength of the Malachim.
But he's a murderer!
Velvet!
He serves as a shining beacon of reason in this world of turmoil. And reason is what binds us.
But you killed him! You took everything that I loved!
So raise your voices in praise to Artorias' devoted work, to the Savior who purifies evil and guides our flock. Let us call him our Shepherd! Shepherd Artorias! Shepherd Artorias! Shepherd Artorias!
Artorias!
Shepherd Artorias! Shepherd Artorias!
Even though the world was filled with suffering, I had to ask something tremendous of you all. I entrusted you to endure the pains of reason. I asked you to bind yourselves with shackles of your own will. For the only blade that can expel calamity is one forged from unshaking reason and the iron will to do what must be done. And now that very blade stands ready before all of us today. I offer my body and my life in service to the people of this great land. With the blessings of the Empyrean Innominat, I will guide you to a world without calamity. And this world's suffering will be nothing but a distant memory!
But you're the one who murdered.
Fool, they'll see us.
You're the one who killed Laphicet.
What?
The Shepherd Artorias. That's who you're after?
Oh, and here I was hoping you'd just straight up pounce on him.
That would be certain death. No. I need a sword of reason and will. That's the only thing that can kill him.
Killing Lord Artorias. Playing it safe? Boring! Regrettably, it is at this juncture we go our separate ways. I've got a bit of hunting to do.
No one's stopping you.
Goodbye. Farewell! May your days be fruitful and your nights tormented!
If our enemy's calling himself a shepherd, he won't be going into hiding. Let's take this slowly.
The old man behind him. Melchior, I take it?
Yeah.
Let's gather information on these people. If we know what they're planning, we can find a weakness.
They're the most powerful men in the land. If we're going to look into them, we need a lead first.
Eisen, do you have any underworld contacts in the capital itself? Like your friend at the port?
I don't go inland much, I'm afraid. But Ifrid has close ties to a shadow guild. A tavern in the city, run by an old man called Baskerville, serves as a front for them.
A shadow guild? Those sorts of things actually exist?
That settles it. Let's head to that tavern. They'll have food, I'm sure.
Why not?
To explain, like, the premise of this game itself...
My stomach made a weird noise.
That's another sign that you're alive.
I'll explain after this.
The exorcists sure were out in full force to see the shepherd's inauguration, weren't they?
What about that guy you're after? Was he there?
What, and have to stand around looking all proper? Nah, that's not his style.
But I thought he was one of the top exorcists.
That wouldn't matter to him.
Huh. All right.
Actually, Velvet, speaking of the Shepherd, I noticed he wasn't using his right arm. Was he hurt or something?
Yeah, he was badly wounded a long time ago. He lost the use of his sword arm.
That's what I figured.
But don't get the wrong idea. He's still a master swordsman with his left arm.
I can tell that from the way he moves. His movements are steady and measured, and his chi is centered below his navel.
Huh? Why does that matter?
Some people say that all the body's spiritual energy gathers in a place about 2 finger widths below the navel.
Even when he appears to be in a state of total peace, his guard is never down. He's a formidable adversary. And I think I know why my target has placed himself at Artorias' side. Because now I want to take Artorias down too.
Okay, yeah. The premise, I'm actually going to do this. The premise of this game is religious corruption. If that's not obvious to people that are watching it. Religious delusion of corruption. Where they believe this is the only way. It's kind of like the Crusades back in the Dark Ages. It's kind of like that. Zestiria, the game that takes place more than 1,000 years after this, that one's political corruption. Big time political corruption. This one is religious corruption. I started noticing the pattern that these games have to deal a lot with corruption. Trying to point it out, but I don't think people really notice that too much. It's not the center focus of the stories, no, but it's... they're telling you, hey, this is a thing. Which is kind of... it's not bad, no, but I don't know the word for it right now. I can't think. It is too early in the morning. Let's go, shall we?
Shepherd! Savior of mankind who guides us through the darkness. What an appropriate title for Lord Artorias. I believe in him. As long as we have Shepherd Artorias, we'll make it through this era of disaster.
Shepherd Artorias?
How pompous can you get?
Artorias has already seized control of all religious and secular power in Midgand. But now that he's taken on this new title, he's no longer just an authority figure. He's become the very hope of the masses.
A dangerous opponent indeed.
After seeing that, will you still fight him?
Of course I will. He could be a god for all I care. I'll have my vengeance. No matter what.
Ah, yes, that's another thing I was going to bring up. The shepherds are a thing in the later games of Asteria, where they became a line of people that defended the world from evil. Actual evil and not just, you know, what's going on here. Whoopsie. I gotta sell. Now keep the ore fragment. Alright. Dismantle. Oh, hell no. Enhance. Yeah, see, you see the Amber Blade's already up there. I'm gonna break down more of that stuff. But yeah, the shepherds are pretty much redeemed later as actual saviors, as they should have been. That's where Zestiria takes place, where it becomes political corruption. The shepherd stands against it. You'll hear a lot of ideas in this game that pertain to Zestiria, but that's if you know Zestiria itself. I'm not going to try and go into it that much, because I know it is going to be absolutely obnoxious for everybody. I'm trying to do that. Well, let's go get some audio things, shall we? Alright, the end.
It's a history book titled The Rise and Fall of Midgand. About 800 years ago, our continent was conquered by a military force from another continent. Few records exist of the following 500 years. A period known as the Era of Darkness, or the Dark Period. Then 300 years ago, a great hero named Claudin Asgard reunited the kingdom, bringing an end to the Dark Period.
Claudin, huh? Where have I heard that name before?
Oh.
All right, that's enough for today.
Thanks for teaching me, Arthur. Your techniques are so amazing. Where did you learn them?
They came from my own master, a man named Claudin. He developed them himself.
Wow, they're so graceful. I wish I could move like that.
I've taught you the forms, but for some reason your execution deviates from the ideal.
Well, my body just kinda moves on its own.
You're a handful, Velvet. But I will say you do resemble Claudin some. He was a strange person himself. He always wore this peculiar cape, for instance.
Cape, you say?
Deep down, Claudin was strong like fire, vivacious like water, steadfast like earth, and free like wind. I can't help but admire him to this day.
Wow, I'd love to meet him.
Sadly, that's impossible.
Is he dead?
Yes, he is. He died to protect me. That's why
No way. The events recounted in this book happened 300 years ago. It can't be the same Claudin.
Velvet, are you okay?
I'm fine. Don't mind me.
King Claudin was quite strong, wasn't he?
He was more than just that. He's the most well-loved and trusted king in our history. Or so the book claims.
To this day, all of Midgand's rulers claim to be direct descendants of King Claudin Asgard. Knowing that, there might be meaning behind them bestowing Artorias with the grandiose title of Shepherd. I could see it as an attempt to recreate the same glory enjoyed by the Hero King who ended the Dark Period.
If that's true, it's a childish ploy. The world's not so easily changed.
I wouldn't be so sure. What matters is that the title inspires hope in the people, who in turn give him their support. Then, as their shepherd, he can guide his flock in any direction he pleases.
If Artorias knowingly accepted that title, we can be sure he's fully committed to his cause.
Oh, he's certainly committed. I've seen just how far he's willing to go.
Yikes. Yeah, it's all a very complicated thing. And I know I'm supposed to go to that tavern, that purple one down there, but I need to go down here for the audio thing. I think it's a bunch of kids in the alleyway. Hey, kids were... Oh, nope, not kids.
He may be the shepherd now, but no one knows who he was before the Advent, or what he did.
No, they don't.
But he showed up one day with a mallet in tow, routed the demons, and formed a band of skilled young exorcists.
That sounds pretty suspicious.
Right? But the kingdom readily acknowledged his abilities and his conviction, and threw its full support behind him.
Maybe he plans on usurping power for himself.
Not likely. He's worked tirelessly to rebuild the church and state, and shore up the royal family's position.
Lining his pockets from the state coffers, then.
Not the slightest chance. Rather, he's got all the other higher-ups worried he's working himself to death.
Then what's he after?
Maybe there is no ulterior motive. Maybe he is our shepherd. Whatever the case, if he hadn't shown up when he did 3 years ago, Midgard would be a smoking ruin.
It'd be something alright. Alright, on to that tavern. Alright, I know where I didn't go yet.
Lord Artorias' speech was so wonderful. I teared up halfway through.
I was so worried when the demons appeared. I'm so glad I put my faith in the Abbey.
The exorcists put their lives on the line to protect us. We've got to do what we can to help.
I want to marry the shepherd when I grow up.
Now that's popularity.
Ignorance is bliss.
There you go. Oh shit, can I actually go in here? What's up, fuckers? Oh no.
Come, sinner, and repent your wicked deeds.
Repent? Are you talking to me?
Yes. When I look at your vestments around your chest, your hips, I can tell your sins are many and deep.
Say that again. Exactly what were you staring at?
Well, mankind is rife with sin, and I am no different. You must acknowledge your misdeeds and confess them to the great Empyreans. By confronting your sinful urges, you will be empowered to resist them.
Is that so? You're saying I just need to confess all the bad things I've done?
Yes. Confess your darkest sins, my child, assured that none is beyond the forgiveness of the Empyreans.
Empyreans, hear my confession. When I was in prison, I instigated a riot and used it to break myself out.
Huh?
Then I set fire to some warehouses in town and stole a ship to make my getaway. Then I teamed up with some pirates to destroy a military fortress. I killed anyone who got in my way.
What?
What do you think, Father? Will the Empyreans forgive me?
I think you should turn yourself into the Abbey and let them help you repent.
That's convenient. I'm already planning on going to the Abbey. You see, I'm going to kill their boss, Artorias.
I need an exorcist over here! Quick! Somebody! Anybody!
That's about how I figured it'd go.
This poor man. Oh god, this shit.
That is one impressive cathedral. It fits the capital.
Yes. It's incredible.
It's as I heard. It wasn't built using Moloch arts, but the latest architectural engineering techniques. Look at those arches, the mathematical logic, the structural ornamentation. This is an architectural marvel.
So, is that Empyrean in there?
I highly doubt it. Empyrean worship has become mostly symbolic over the years. This cathedral wasn't built as a place of worship. It's commemorative, to celebrate the continent's unification.
In other words, a show of power.
That explains why they spared no expense.
It's too early to be impressed. This is just the entrance, and it's unfinished. They're constructing a colossal temple inside here. They say it'll take centuries to complete.
Centuries? That's insane. How could they think that's a good idea?
Your guess is as good as mine. I suppose that sometimes, humans just have a need to push their limits.
Yeah, seriously.
The Reaper and a demon are shaking their heads at this overwrought monstrosity. Intrinsic worth, 0.
I wonder what it'll look like when it's finished.
Yeah, this isn't a jab at Catholics at all. You can see, like, the religious corruption is taking a jab at Catholics. A big jab at them. In the right, anyway. I mean, they're not wrong. Catholics for centuries have been the most corrupt organization on Earth. And they still sometimes abuse that power. Not all, but a great deal. Just a sad truth. Onward to actual story now.
What'll it be?
Some food for the boy.
Mabo curry is our specialty. It takes a week to stew properly.
Mabo curry.
Some of that, then. Say, do you know a man named Baskerville? I heard we might find him here.
That old man? A scoundrel and criminal who went against the rules of the Abbey. They executed him long ago.
Oh.
Velvet, this Mabo curry is amazing.
You get along so well. Is he your brother?
No.
No, he wouldn't be, would he? After all, your brother was murdered before your eyes.
How do you know that?
The shadows watch those who flinch from the light.
So the guild is still active, even after Baskerville's arrest?
That's right. Just like how Ifrid's crew continues their piracy, even without their captain.
So you're the contact?
What may I help you with?
I want to know what Artorias is planning.
Information such as that, it won't come cheap. I have here a list of jobs, not one remotely legal. Take care of all of them, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Well, for this one we have to go to the port, this one we have to go out to a new area, and this one is, like, not very far from here. Let's go to the port.
Take this with you as documentation. It's fake, but it's a good fake. It'll hold up to inspection.
It's registered to Mogulu's menagerie?
Oh? Was that not the name you gave to the guard at the gate?
I can see you're a group to be reckoned with.
Report back here once you're finished. However, be aware that should you fail...
Then this conversation never took place. Got it. I'll cause you no trouble.
I appreciate your understanding. You're welcome to stay the night, free of charge. Forget about work until the morning comes. Right. You're missing Captain Ifrid. The captain has done much toward our viability. I promise that I'll share anything I hear about him for no charge.
Thanks. All we know is there was a pendulum on the ground at the last place he was seen. And that Legate Melchior is connected to the captain's disappearance. How? We don't know.
Sounds like you've got problems of your own. Do you really have time to take on ours as well?
I could ask you why you've tied yourself up with Velvet.
Me? I've got a debt to repay. Without her, there's no way I'd have ever found my blade again.
A demon repaying a debt? Ridiculous.
As ridiculous as a pirate Moloch, you think? No matter how you look at it, there's nothing reasonable about our rogue existence. And in this brave new world governed by reason, a rogue can either rage and become a monster like me,
or band together with others. Like a ship full of pirates, perhaps.
Exactly. I admire Velvet's courage, squaring off against the whole world on her own. Few can accomplish that. It takes strength. Real strength. And I'm curious where it comes from.
So you're doing it for yourself after all?
Is that so wrong?
No. I'm the same. I need allies on my side, with the strength and courage to combat this so-called order imposed by the Abbey. But anyone who's willing to put up with the creed folly of Ifrit's pirates has to be an even bigger fool than we are. So I'm like you. I want to know how deep her foolishness goes.
She'd kill you if she heard that, you know.
It's a compliment. Fools that big aren't born every day.
Aha. And I imagine your dear Captain Ifrit's much the same.
Aye. That man flies his full flag proudly.
The Shepherd Artorius, He's got the populace eating from the palm of his hand. I wonder... Just how deeply will the fangs of our would-be tragic heroine scar this broken world of ours? I've got a traitor to find, but in the meantime, this should be a good show.
Somebody knows something! Oh, hey, look at that.
Take a look at this.
Really? More soy sauce?
Scout ship setting sail.
Dick.
A kind face for such a hard woman.
She knew about me and our cover. She's got ears everywhere.
And that's not all. She called the papers fake, but they're not.
So she's got spies working on the inside, too.
I heard that her predecessor, Baskerville, was a monument against authority. To think he was executed.
They've lost their leader, but remain unconquered. Not an organization to trifle with.
That's how they have to be to take on the Abbey. We'd better succeed on our missions, and not just to get the information we need.
Yeah. Besides, I'd like to get another of those drinks, too.
You're a man of taste. That place always has the best.
You'd better work hard too, if you want more Mabo curry.
I will.
Onward to nonsense. Oh, hang on. Can I, like... Nope, not that. Do I even have a... I don't have a teleporty bottle. Damn it. Goodbye, son.
Destroying red crates in a warehouse? Doesn't sound very nice.
Have we ever been nice?
I suppose not.
This is a contract job, so let's keep costs down. I'll call the Von Eltia and have her draw the guards away.
If you would.
What will we be destroying?
Who knows? That's hardly our concern.
I am not nice! Alright. Buy some items. Oh, they don't got them. Damn it! I like the teleporty bottle. The Denora bottles are to get you to the entrance of a dungeon.
That ceremony was simply fantastic. Lord Artorias' speech was brilliant, of course, but Prince Percival was really something too. He raises up Artorias to help the country and its people, then willingly steps down. Now that's what I call a king.
You think so? Well, to me, he just looks like a wimp.
He may look that way, but he has a great inner strength. He's excelled as a scholar and a leader since he was young. His only hobby is falconry, but sadly, I hear he hasn't had the time for it lately.
You seem like a big supporter of his.
Well, he's got 2 younger brothers, but just between you and me, they're dolts. Worse, they hang with a bad crowd. If anything were to happen to Prince Percival, the future of Midgand would be bleak.
I see. So everyone's hopes are riding on him then.
Which means Midgand's vulnerable without him.
Oh, we have the church. What about the inn? Oh, that's sanctuary. Gotta go back there. The tavern, the inn. Up, back to the sanctuary. This is wasting a lot of our time. I apologize. You'll find, like, I'll be going around areas like this getting everything. It's really gonna kill our time. But I want this to be descriptive, so I'm gonna go through it as much as I possibly can.
High Priest Gideon is an honest and righteous man. He's dedicated his life to his faith and to the church. Now, as the representative of the clergy, he's thrown his full support behind the abbey.
So, he's a man of principle.
That's right. He even donated his personal savings to support orphanages and hospitals. So be at ease, for he offers up prayers for all equally, even for the more dubious among us, such as yourselves.
Right. I'm so grateful.
I can feel the tears of gratitude coming. Any moment now.
Any second now. Oh man, did I forget them? They must be in my other bag of care. Let me look. Oh, it's empty.
Outrageous! Why doesn't the Abbey crack down on the taverns? They are dens of evil that dispense only luxury, temptation, and escape. They must be stopped.
I'd rather they didn't. That place over there has the best drinks in town.
See, that's exactly what I mean. They tempt us into wickedness, ruining man and woman alike. The more you drink, the happier and more joyful you get. All the important things in life stop mattering.
Their Mabo curry is delicious.
No. See? Even children are being tempted by their evils. Eating both Mabo and curry together. It's heresy. There is a limit to the amount of luxury one can endure. What the world needs now is abstinence, austerity, restraint.
If you want to deny yourself, go ahead and do it. But don't force your beliefs onto others. People eat to live. Some even live to eat. It's part of being human.
Velvet.
That's pretty convincing coming from you.
Leave me alone.
Hey, I want to eat and drink to my heart's content too, but doing so makes us no better than animals. In order for humanity to survive these harsh times, we need to overcome our instincts and act like rational beings.
He's the kind of dude that get punched in the mouth, specifically by me. Excuse me, pardon me.
Praise be Shepherd Artorias. Thanks to him, people have started worshipping the Empyreans again. Now our salvation is at hand.
The Empyreans. They're the gods that created the world?
Yeah. The 4 Empyreans each rule one of the 4 elements: earth, water, fire, and wind. I read in a book that Empyrean worship is the oldest form of human religion.
The Midgand Church also worshipped the Empyreans. But because we've had peace and prosperity for so long, true belief in them has slowly faded.
So now that people are frightened of the demon blight, they're clinging to their once-forgotten gods. Wait a minute. Maybe Artorias is using religion to manipulate the people into following him.
Oh, great Empyreans! Please grant Shepherd Artorias the strength to save your humble servants.
If that's the case, he's done a damn fine job of it.
Yeah. Run. I'll probably have enough to get like 2 of these segments done.
Greetings, Magilou's menagerie. You've come to exactly the right place.
You must be a Bloodwing. What do you want?
You already know about the Code Red demons, right?
The really strong demons the Abbey wants gone? Yeah.
Would you ever consider hunting them down for us? We'll reward you properly.
Reward? Why pay us when the Abbey would do it for free?
It's complicated. The Abbey is calculating in their deployments, especially where Code Red demons are concerned.
I get it. They'll only act if they determine the demon would cause more harm than the losses they'd incur in battling it. That does seem logical.
But sometimes people have lost a loved one to such a demon. Or sometimes they have a connection to the person the demon used to be. Wherever there's a Code Red demon, you can bet there are people willing to pay good money to have it killed.
And let me guess, that's where the Bloodwings come in.
Exactly. There are Bloodwings all throughout Midgand who have information on these Code Red demons. If you defeat a demon and report back to my comrades, they'll make sure you're well compensated.
All right, I understand. But I won't make any promises.
That's fine. No sense in drawing up a contract when the hunter probably won't survive anyway. If you get results, let us know. We'll hold up our end. That being said, I'd feel guilty if I didn't help out at least a little, so here, take this.
Those Bloodwings are definitely a rough crowd.
To be fair, things are never that straightforward when you're dealing with demons.
All that matters is that there's something in it for us if we hunt those Code Red demons. The only thing better than fighting formidable foes is getting paid for it.
Just remember that these Code Red demons are tough enough to make the Abbey shiver. We'd be wise not to underestimate them.
We should talk to those Bloodwings before considering any of the marks. They might have information that will help us prepare.
Yeah, and we better remember to upgrade our equipment.
Right.
Yep. Tip. Oh look! Finally! Button pressing. Oh, can't buy more of them? Damn it. Only got one more.
Hey, Laphicet.
What is it, Rokuro?
Mabo curry.
Huh? Oh.
You're an interesting one. You like Mabo curry that much, huh?
It smells good. And it's creamy and kind of spicy. Eating it made me feel nice.
I'd say you love it then. Do all Malakim have such an appetite?
Each has their own tastes. Some eat a lot, some eat a little. just like humans or demons.
What do you like, Eisen?
Drinks, I suppose.
What else?
Pretty much just drinks.
Don't you like anything else?
Is it a problem if I don't?
No. I'm just wondering.
For me, it's drinks and candied sweet potatoes.
That's where you boil strips of sweet potato in oil and then coat them in sugar, right?
Yeah, I never get tired of them.
So you like to drink, but you've also got a sweet tooth?
Yeah. Is that so strange?
No.
Candied sweet potatoes. Sounds good.
There's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just a sign that you're alive, remember?
Right.
Yeah, the little warehouse thing's down here, so I'm running to that. Actually. Damn it, there's something in the inn!
Nectar is a powerful nutritional supplement, but it's also addictive, so only medical professionals are permitted to make it and prescribe its use. But lately, black market nectar is being moved around in huge quantities.
Are you selling?
Don't be ridiculous. I am an honest merchant. Then again, demand for it is probably huge. Besides being highly nutritional, it is also highly intoxicating. Look at the age we're living in. I don't blame people for wanting an escape.
You think so? I think a good drink is far better.
What's peculiar about the whole thing is the Abbey. They could put a stop to it easily if they wanted to. Anyway, no one knows who's making it or how it's getting around, but good citizens shouldn't touch the stuff. Got it?
Who said we were good? I am not nice! Okay, so V is the teleporty thing. Okay, so what's the other teleporty thing? F. Oh, F is that. C, Q, no. I just did it earlier. I'll figure it out later. Yep, V is my teleporty bottle thing. When I get a bunch of them anyway. They are really helpful for getting around in this game, by the way. 13 minutes. Yeah, at most we got time for this one.
Have you heard? The Abbey is building a new base. I hear it's a huge temple in the middle of some mountains near a site of ancient ruins. If they've got time to build a temple, they should use it to kill more demons instead.
You sure you want to talk like that here?
Ha! I'm different from all those losers who swoon over the shepherd's pretty words and ignore reality. No one's found a way to cure demon blight yet, and demons are still swarming everywhere. Sure, maybe things are not as bad as they could have been, but we still have no idea what's going to happen next. Think about it. Demons could be infiltrating the city as we speak, and we'd be none the wiser.
Yep, you're completely right.
Shit! Yeah, see, that's where I kind of come into a wall with those. Even if you collect...
The guards are gone. Let's move in.
Benwick and the crew did a fine job.
Even if you collect a whole bunch, sometimes you still won't have enough. I'll take that. I'll take that. Anything else now?
Red crates. These must be our targets. The seal of Midgand Cathedral?
Should we look inside?
There's no need. Burn them, Laphicet.
Okay.
We're done here. Let's go.
That storm caused too much time. I must report to Lord Artorias as soon as possible. It's you!
Oh hey, the crybaby.
Eleanor Hume, Exorcist Praetor! You won't get away this time!
Nah, you really wanna fight, don't you?
Killing flash! But I'm this close, I won't miss! Form zero! Thunder! This is the Reaper's power. Hold up!
Damn, she got her ass kicked.
Willing to fight without your Malachine?
No! You set the storehouse ablaze?! The people have worked so hard to withstand this time of crisis. How can you destroy what they have so painstakingly built?
Because I'm not human.
You'll pay for this, you demon!
More Malachim up her sleeves.
I will protect you, Madam Eleanor! Come and face me now, demon! He's adorable. Am I?
Ooh, I found you at last!
That voice!
Bienfu, you traitor! You'll never leave my clutches again!
Mother! No!
What are you doing? Get out there and fight!
Hey, look! Is that smoke?
It is! Fire!
The fire has spread enough. Let's get going.
You're coming with us.
Let me go! Witch nippers!
Madam Exorcist! What happened?
Oh, you're badly hurt.
I can wait. Gather the people and put out that fire.
Yes, madam.
Tell me, do you know what was being kept in that warehouse?
Mostly nectar, I believe. Vast stores of the medicine, provided by High Priest Gideon, to be distributed to doctors across the land.
Medicine given by the church. Why would anybody destroy it?
Because it's fake. Sorry. Yeah.
Looks like we're in the clear.
Misfortune and anguish! I had that little turncoat right in front of me! Well, at least now I know where to find him!
That weird little Moloch was the one you were looking for?
The very same. The Malak Bienfu! A creature of unfathomable wickedness and beguiling cuteness who broke the heart of this wretched maiden! Once I finally catch him, who knows what I'll be capable of?
Not sure I get it.
Me neither.
Good. Pray that you never do. Let's go back and report our success.
Oh yeah, my upload was late last night because it got stuck at 70% and it was already at noon, so I was like, well shit, I gotta wait till I get home from work to upload. So I did, and when I woke up it was uploaded. You're welcome. That'll happen sometimes, like I'll not be able to upload until I get home from work, and when I do, I just pretty much go to bed then, and it uploads by morning. And I'll edit everything and it'll be sad to go. So, you're welcome. It'll still get done, no matter if it's a day late or not. We got 6 minutes. I'm sorry I actually spent a lot of time doing the... doing the stupid side dialogue shit.
Well, we've learned one thing coming to the capital. The Abbey and Shepherd Artorius have expanded their power immensely.
They might as well be the Empire now. They have the undying support of the populace.
The Shepherd, savior of humanity.
I wonder what he meant by the blessings of the Empyrean Innominat.
That's what they call the gods they worship in church, right? The Empyreans? He promised a lot in that speech. But can he really command such a power?
I have no idea. Not even we Malakim know of them beyond the stories and legends. He called Innominat the 5th Empyrean. There should only be 4, one ruling each element.
Is he talking about a new Empyrean?
Have you heard anything Laffy said?
Sorry. I don't know anything about this.
It doesn't matter. We should be careful about taking his words at face value. The man is no saint. He'll stop at nothing to achieve his aims. But there's no way he could have a god at his beck and call.
Don't underestimate the Abbey.
Trust me, I'm not. That's why I'm using the Shadow Guild to help us hunt them down. And to make sure that I kill him.
What's the deal with you and that exorcist Eleanor?
She had tears in her eyes when we first saw her at Northgand. Velvet poked fun at her, calling her the crybaby exorcist.
Why would an exorcist cry?
Sacrificing the individual for the good of the many is part of Artorius' philosophy. She seemed troubled by that. She's naive.
That she can still carry on shows just how strong she is. It looks like they don't hand out the rank of Praetor to just anyone. Just stay sharp around her. That's all.
By the way, is that Bienfu character that Magilou was after really a Moloch?
He may look strange, but yes, he's still a Moloch.
That means Magilou is an exorcist. Why does she call herself a witch then?
If she got locked up in that prison, she must have been kicked out of the Abbey.
Or she could be a fraud.
Yeah. Even if she wasn't an exorcist, she could still perform some tricks with a Moloch like that.
I will protect you, Madam Eleanor. Face me now, demon.
Right? Was that laughter?
I'm sorry.
Why apologize? Bienfu is funny, right?
Right.
Then if you want to laugh, laugh.
If you think that's funny, you should give it a try for yourself. Say,
"Hi, I'm Laffyset."
All right.
Hi, I'm Laffyset.
Knock it off.
Huh?
What's the problem?
People are staring. Don't attract attention.
I'm sorry.
She's so uptight. Let's try it together later, Laffyset.
All right.
Well, that wasted a couple minutes. Okay, we'll get to this next cutscene and then I'll get to a save and stop. I'm pretty sure I'm already over the hour limit, but, you know. That kind of wasn't my fault, I just forgot to start up the fucking recording. Bring!
Trouble at the docks, was there? Well, so long as the job was done. Good luck. I look forward to hearing your report.
So, somebody means to ambush the Royal Medical Society on the Danan Highway.
The Royal Medical Society is a group of doctors that travel around healing the sick.
They're funded by donations given by ordinary folk.
Why would anyone attack them?
Don't ask me. Some people are just twisted.
And why would an underworld group defend them?
Who knows? Something to do with the attackers, perhaps?
Yep, we ain't got time for that, but, you know. I will pick this up after tomorrow. Well, I think anyway. It's Friday, so I can only record so much. I can only record, like, in the mornings during the week most of the time. I don't want to, like, bug them, and the next recording might be late, but the upload will be later. In a way, anyway, it'll all be slightly pushed back. Possibly by just only a few hours, but you kind of get the idea. I don't want to fuck anything up. I think that's a good point to stop there. And apparently my phone was not charging. Well, shit. Well, alrighty then. More later.